What's up, VC? So today I have some really cool vinyl I want to show you, and we're going to call it the Dayton, Ohio theme. We'll just call it, how about this? We'll call it the Ohio theme, but I believe both of these bands are from Dayton, Ohio. So let's begin. And no, I'm not showing you Guided by Voices today. I'm actually showing you some vinyl, some really cool rare vinyl from Dayton, from some pretty cool obscure bands. The first one I'm going to show you is The Mice, which is right here. This is actually Bill Fox and his brother's band. This band, Bill Fox especially, influenced the crap out of Robert Pollard and Guided by Voices. This is just amazing, energetic pop punk slash pop rock. I'm gonna put it on in the background so you can hear it. Really hooky stuff, just great. I've already cleaned the vinyl and it's ready to go. Pop that on and give you a little sample of this. So that is that's The Mice, and I've got everything they've ever released, but this is by far my favorite. This is the first press. It's on a really obscure label, St. Valentine Records, and this was actually re-released with a portion of this album mixed with a portion of the EP that they did in '85. And let me tell you, you're just better off waiting and getting this if you can find it, the first press, because it's the entire album, and they actually cut off some songs on the repress, so not impressive. But this one here is this is gold, absolutely gold, as you can tell. So The Mice. Also, along the same theme as The Mice, I want to show you Bill Fox. This is a pretty rare album, Shelter from the Smoke, and it's his first full-length album as a soloist after the Mice broke up. The Mice were around in the '80s. This is a '90s release. I believe it's '94, maybe '95. Bill Fox released 2 full-length albums, one right after this, which was excellent as well, but was never pressed on vinyl. And this is on two black vinyl discs. This is a great album. This is just as good as the Mice material, if you ask me. It's a little more low-key. Reminds me a little bit of a sped-up Wilco, but better hooks with this. But that Shelter from the Smoke first press, really great. More Bill Fox. I have a couple 7-inches. This first one is Forgotten Souls of Antiquity, and it's got Bill Fox on the other side. So it's basically a split. The Bill Fox song is How It Feels. So it's Bill Fox and Forgotten Souls of Antiquity. It's a really cool Ohio split. I don't really care for the Forgotten Souls track, but I love How It Feels, which is basically circa '94, I believe. It's an old track, even though this is a newer release on 11th Hour Recording Company out of Cleveland. And then I have Bill Fox, another 7-inch. This is Bird of the World with May Never Know. Great tracks. Both of them are great. And this is on Scat Records, which, as you know, released Guided by Voices material as well. Gotta love Scat. Scat's a great label out of Ohio. Robert Griffin really has a great thing going over at Scat, or had a great thing going. So keeping along the Dayton theme, or the Ohio theme, I'm going to show you the very first release, several releases from a band by the name of Brainiac, which I love. If you love Six Finger Satellite in a much harder, more frantic Devo sound, it's more like Six Finger Satellite to me, if you've heard of them. Obviously Brainiac, I think, came around before Six Fingers, so this is a I mean, this group really, they influenced a lot of bands out there. Obviously they, I think Tim Taylor liked the Pixies and liked Nirvana, so you can really hear some of that as well, but he had his own sound going. Tim Taylor and his band, Brainiac, were probably the most unique and original band to come out in the 90s, if you ask me. And this is their first Smack Bunny Baby on Grass Records, which has released some really cool material like the Wrens. Gotta love the Wrens as well. All that Pixie influence. And this one's actually on Blue Wax. This album was released on 3 different colors. This is the blue. I believe there's blue, green, and white. I love their logo. Brainiac's cool logo. This is a great cover too. Smack Bunny Baby. And that's on Grass Records. As much as I hate to say this, I hope the Brainiac stuff never gets repressed. There's, I know it's kind of pricey, but I certainly would hate to see the value of my records go down. All right. Next in line after Smack Bunny was this behemoth. This is Bonsai Superstar. This is their best in my mind. It was only released on black vinyl. This is the only press. There was only one press. This is a monster of an album. Basically, they replaced Michelle Bodine, went and started her own band called Omatic, and they replaced her with the lead and the dude who started Enon, John Shermisal. I don't want to butcher his name. Sorry, John. Enon's a great band too, which I'll get to another time, but this is just an absolute classic. There are so many great tunes. There's sampling going on here. If you've never heard this, you got to check it out. Fucking with the Ultimate, the Altimeter is just a great tune. It has a sample of a woman like teaching a parakeet to talk in the background. There's just really cool songs on this. There's even some soul, like electro rock, funk soul, Flypaper with a falsetto vocal. It's just so awesome. This is just amazingly ahead of its time. Tim Taylor and company were doing things that no one was doing back then. This is by far one of my favorites. This is a top 10 for me. Next up is their last full-length album by Brainiac. This is Hissing Prigs. It's actually longer than that. Hissing Prigs in Static Culture. I always mess that up. This is a sealed copy of the first press. Look at that back cover. Isn't that neat? And they have this kind of like computer data thing going with like a Morse code. And this is sealed. Just this is a great album as well. It's not, the advancement from Smack Bunny Baby to Bonsai was a big advancement. It's not as great from Bonsai to this as far as advancement, but this does take it to another level. It's not as good as Bonsai in my mind, but it's still a great album. And this is just another this is another press that's open. This is the repress. So first press and repress. And then, last but not least, we have their last album, which is an EP released in 1997 before Tim Taylor passed away. They did this. This is very electro. This actually influenced a lot of what Nine Inch Nails kind of did after the fact. Trent Reznor really, he cites this album, this EP, as a huge influence on his music. So this is really the most electro thing they did, but there's still some rippers on here. I'll tell you, Fresh New Eyes and Fingers. Mr. Fingers is just two amazing tracks that are very similar to what they were doing prior, but they incorporate some electronics in there, but they're just rippers. And his voice never sounded better on this. This is a great album cover. And I also have the UK version. A lot of people don't realize there's a UK version. This is the UK version here. And this is the US version, which is sealed. So I got a sealed US version and a UK version. There's really not a lot of difference. The UK version's on virgin vinyl. I have not opened the US version, so I can't tell you what the sound difference is, but I bet you it's minimal. But I had to own both. So that's Brainiac. I'm gonna let you go for today. That's it for today. I'll show you some more as the days pass. Like I said, I'm gonna have my grandchildren coming over this afternoon and into tomorrow, so I won't be able to do anything over the next few days. But I'm gonna let you I'm gonna take off with a little mice in the background. This is a great tune. Let's turn it up. Gotta pick this up. This is a little closer to what Bill Fox was doing on his solo stuff. His vocals kind of sound like Matt from Superchunk. Can you believe this is from the 80s? This is way ahead of its time. Way ahead. The production value on this is really good. It doesn't have that 80s production value. Anyways, thank you for watching. Have a great weekend. Yeah.